In the headlines:
political brutality,
Kiambu development,
unstabilized economy,
renovation of Kiambu main stage.
Many thanks for joining us this morning to update you on what is happening in our country.
Follow us on our social media platforms: Facebook, Kings TV, YouTube, Kings Fraternity. Welcome to the broadcast. I am Carol Karemi.
I am Beyonce. The protest kicked off on 19th July in Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa and Meru, where the reports have shown that the police officers used excessive force, which has resulted to 150 deaths.
9 people were reported dead in the protest from Kitengela, Mlolongo and Makueni respectively. Harriet Nyanchama has more on this.
Countrywide protest officially kicked off on 19th July in parts of Nairobi, Nakuru, Kisumu, Mombasa and Meru. Reports have shown that police officers used excessive force against protesters, which has resulted to 50 deaths and various nursing injuries, according to Azimio. According to the Citizen digital publication, it indicates that 9 people were reported dead in the protest, including 4 in Mlolongo, 2 in Kitengela and 1 in Emali in Makueni County. In addition, Interior CS Kithure Kindiki has rejected the claims of police officers employing extrajudicial killings and excessive force to curb anti-government protests.
Polisi wakikabiliana wahalifu wanalaumiwa mmetumia nguvu zaidi. Wakiretreat ili wasiumiza wananchi wanaambiwa ni waoga wameogopa. Nataka niseme hivi, maafisa wetu wa usalama, mukae chonjo, mukae gangare na musicheke na wahalifu.
In a statement on Tuesday, July 25th, he termed all accusations as false and malicious. His statement comes even as Interior Principal Secretary Raymond Omolo reported that 305 officers were injured with 165 assaults documented. Azimio Party leader Raila Omolo Odinga suspended all Wednesday protests, urging his supporters to light candles in remembrance of the fallen soldiers. The protest officially began last week on Wednesday in the absence of opposition leader Raila Amolo Odinga. Reporting for Kings TV, Harriet Nyanchama.
Kenya Kwanza team in the bipartisan talks have urged the counterparts in the Azimio la Umoja to resume dialogue to resolve the sticky issues between two opposing sides.
In addition, police raided the home of former President Uhuru Kenyatta's son in Karen in search of 28 weapons believed to be illegally acquired and accused him of supporting the Azimio coalition. Mary Kihu has more.
The Kenya Kwanza team in the bipartisan talk have argued their counterparts in the Azimio la Umoja coalition to resume the dialogue to resolve the street issues between the two opposing sides.
That we embrace dialogue, and this is why the Kenya Kwanza side of the coalition has come this afternoon to make an announcement that we have always been ready. We have been more than ready to engage in talks. We were in the middle of those talks.
The Azimio la Umoja leader Raila Odinga also postponed the demonstration which were to happen on Wednesday 26th July. On the other hand, police raided the home of the former President Uhuru Kenyatta's son Karen on Friday, July 21 in search of 28 weapons claimed to be obtained illegally after luring the regime. Additionally, accused the former president of financing the anti-government protest led by Azimio leader Raila Odinga.
Maandamano inafaa kuendelea juu hawa watu wakisalimiana sisi huwa tunaumia juu hatutakuwa na mtetezi. Muhimu wa hiyo maandamano ni kuwa bei ya mafuta itakuja chini, bei ya chakula itakuja chini, yani maisha itakuwa imerudi chini.
The question is, should Ruto and Raila have a bipartisan talk? And the another question is, who is supposed to call another? Is it Ruto or Uhuru? Reporting from Kiambu, Kings TV, Mary Kehiu.
Kenya braces for tough economic years despite the predictions by the President William Ruto.
Kenyans are pleading with presiding and the opposition to stop fighting since the economy is deteriorating. Mary Mathenge reports.
Kenya braces for tough economic years despite the predictions. According to analysts, the country's growth prospects for 2020 ranges from 5.5% to 6.1%, mainly driven by the private sector. During the President Kenyatta's administration worked to remove the interest rate cap. The projected growth in 2023 is 5.6% in household consumption. Kenyans are worried about the economy being at rooftop, but still optimistic towards the economy being stabilized in future. They are dissatisfied with the current condition on fuel production and agricultural products remaining high. They are pleading with the presiding government and the opposition to stop protesting since the economy is getting interfered with. Basically today I'm at Biashara Street, that is in Kiambu Town, Kiambu County. Here we're going to discuss everything about the unstabilized form of economy that is affecting day-to-day Kenyans, on how their lifestyle is and also the cost of production that has been so high on everything.
The economy has been unstable, mostly in the areas where agriculture is coming in. Agriculture as the backbone of the economy of Kenya has been mostly affected, mostly in the inputs for the agricultural products, that is about the fertilizers. The economy of Kenya has been so unstable. One, because in those areas which are affected, as for the Kenyans, for us as Kenyans, we are affected in a way that we need to be supported in a way that the agriculture can be boosted. And the government, they are promising each day about the subsidy on the agricultural produce, and which if we can empower the farmer, the economy of this Kenya can also be stable. Other thing, the second thing that is affecting the economy in Kenya is about the currency. And this is what we call the United Nations and all other organizations in the European countries. They can allow us to use one common currency because the price of the dollar is very high compared to the shillings in Kenya. So if the government or the United Nations can agree, we as African countries, to use our own currency, to use our own shilling instead of dollars.
Basically, we have managed to get to know on how this unstabilized form of economy is affecting day-to-day lives of the Kenyans. We have also managed to interview one of the citizens from Kiambu County who owns and who works in a boutique. That is generally, he's saying that the rate of maandamano that has been in and out during those days of the protestants has been affecting their day-to-day businesses, and the cost of production has been very high. This is due to high rate of production that is fuel and all that, and also the farm products that has been so high is affecting their lives in general. Mathenge Mary, Kings TV.
We take a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
The government of Kiambu has decided to reconstruct a new modern stage to encourage transport activities.
The residents say that the government has more promises in the development of Kiambu Town. Simon Waweru reports.
The construction of Kiambu main stage is ongoing. The groundbreaking of the site was done 2 weeks ago by Kiambu Governor Kimani Wamatangi. The transport stakeholders say that they were served with a notice, but others say the land was being grabbed and it was to be constructed a building.
Na tuko na hakika hii ni stage. Kuna watu walikuwa nasema ati sio stage, ni nyumba inajengwa, but ya kwamba sisi governor alituita akatuambia hii ni stage anataka kutujengea, akimaliza atatuwekea container pande ile yote, tena pande hii aeke zingine juu. Sasa tuko na hakika sisi ni stage tunajengewa.
They are also saying that the governor has promised them more development concerning the transport sector. They say that they were promised that the construction will take 2 months to be fully finished.
Tunafurahi sana juu ya vile governor anatupeleka. Tena tukiangalia pande nyingine mnaona wanaendelea vizuri na tunatarajia after 2 months hii kazi itakuwa imemalizwa.
Reporting for Kings TV, I'm Simon Waweru.
Kiambu is among the counties with poor disposal of garbages, as the government is not playing the role of disposing the garbages.
The residents are urging the government to build more sites for the disposal of these garbages to prevent unwanted outbreak diseases. Samuel Chege reports.
As it is said, cleanliness is second to godliness, whereas Kiambu is among the affected counties with poor disposal of garbages. Citizens of Kiambu experience that the county government is not playing their role in disposing these garbages in the respective places. In addition, they say that they are suffering a lot because of bad smell that is making them uncomfortable when going on with their daily activities.
Mimi naishi hapa Kiambu na huku ukitembea utapata kuna takataka nyingi sana, uchafu mingi imejaa kila mahali. Kila mahali kumejaa takataka, uchafu inaingia mpaka kwa nyumba na imetumbea shida nyingi sana, watu wanagojeka.
Kiambu County is the most affected county in lack of proper disposal of garbages, whereas Kenyans and citizens of Kiambu County are just urging the government to help them in proper disposal of garbages. Reporting for Kings TV, I'm Samuel Chege.
Today we take a look at the development of Kiambu town, where in the market sector, the government of Kiambu built a new market for the traders to increase their trading platforms. Since agriculture is the leading economic activity in Kiambu County, contributing to 17.4% of the county income. The county is a home to many urban centers, geographically positioned, and one of the most urban counties after Nairobi, Mombasa, and Kisumu. Modern building can also be seen from a distance from the county government office, led by its governor, Wamatangi included. There is also the reconstruction of the modern matatu stage to allow the growth of transport activities.
We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go too far.
We touch, we break, make it seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate. We lie, but we know we can't water what doesn't grow. Give up, let it go. But we fell apart just in time. You say at least it was worth the try.
Doctor, our reporter Cynthia Nyambura had a chance to talk to Dr. Mungai, a dentist at Kiambu Dental Care, who elaborated more on tooth cavities.
Today on Ask Your Doctor, I managed to visit the Kiambu Dental Care, where I have a dentist, and we will be talking more about the tooth cavity.
My name is Dr. Frederick W. Mungai, a dentist of 34 years since I qualified. To answer Cynthia very simply, a dental cavity develops because of tooth decay. Tooth decay is caused when people eat refined carbohydrates and they do not brush their teeth as regularly as they should. Ideally, you should brush your teeth at least 2 times a day. That is in the morning after breakfast and in the evening after supper. Most people who I have interviewed, they develop decay because in the morning they brush when they wake up. Because there's a bad taste or a bad smell in the mouth, they just go ahead when they are taking their shower, they brush their teeth. That is a big mistake, because the idea behind brushing is to remove the food debris or the food particles that remain after you have taken your meal. So it doesn't make any sense to brush before. So when those food remain in the mouth, and then in every organ of the body there are bacteria which are called normal commensals, or the bacteria that live in that organ and cause no disease. But now, when there are food particles remaining on the teeth, especially between the teeth, then they are invaded by these bacteria, and the byproduct is acidic, and it's the one that now corrodes the teeth and starts eating the teeth and causes a dental cavity.
Yeah, as you have said that not brushing your teeth can cause tooth cavity. Are there other causes of tooth cavities?
There are other causes.
Can you briefly explain to
I
us?
will very briefly just touch on one or two. There is another problem, like here in Kiambu, we have a lot of people who have fluorosis. When your teeth are fluorosed, cavities tend to just occur by themselves. They don't need a lot of provocation, they don't need bacteria, because this is because of the chipping away. We call it enamel hypoplasia. The enamel just chips off and you find that the teeth now have cavities. In fact, you might find that the cavities are not due to decay, but because of the enamel hypoplasia, and they could be all over on all the teeth. Okay? Yeah. That is one. The other thing is bruxism. Bruxism is when you grind your teeth together. There are people who at night clench their teeth and they grind their teeth. Now, depending on the formation of the teeth, because teeth have different shapes, especially the ones behind, you will find that that tooth is eating away the other tooth, and immediately the tooth is eaten away. You reach what the softer material called dentine. So it's very easy now for that tooth to develop a cavity. Yes, with good brushing technique and regular brushing, you can get what we call arrested decay. If you are careless with your brushing and then now suddenly you have really improved, the bacteria will cease eating your, especially when the decay is still within the enamel. But beyond the enamel, there is no way you can reverse the process that has already started. So the other way is to visit your dentist and you get what we call a filling.
And can you explain to us how you can treat this, the tooth decaying or the tooth cavity? What are the treatment of?
Okay, there are various treatments, especially if the decay is within the enamel. You can do a permanent filling. My name, as I said, is Dr. Frederick Mongai. I am located in Kiambu, near the Kiambu main stage, Twiga building on 2nd floor. This is the same building where Deakin College is. We're normally open from 8 up to 6 every day, Monday to Saturday. So you're most welcome. You can call us on 0742 755 057. Again, I repeat, you can call us anytime for an appointment. To book your appointment on 0742 755 057. You are most welcome.
We take a short commercial break. We'll be right back with business news.
Fuel majorly is the backbone rather of the economy that controls the incline or decline of the product prices. Increase of fuel prices has resulted to increase in the cost of living standards. Dominic Muya reports.
Fuel majorly is the backbone of the economy that controls incline or decline of product prices. In June 30, the government reviewed the fuel prices despite a court order that temporarily blocked the implementation of the Finance Act 2023. The revision factored an 8% VAT increase that would result to petrol to retail at 195.5 Kenya shillings, diesel at 179.8 Kenya shillings a litre. EPRA announced the prices after the High Court issued a temporary injunction. Increase of fuel prices has resulted to increase in the living cost and standards. Travelers are now forced to dig deep down into their pocket for traveling. PSV drivers are in complaint for no longer making profit from the business. Is the Hasraf government fulfilling the promises it made to its citizens?
We find super at 192.90 Kenya shillings and diesel at 177.90 Kenya shillings. Kerosene ranging at 169.4 Kenya shillings. Business report, Kings TV. I am Muya Dominic.
We'll be back with Sports Arena.
Today on our sports arena, we focus more on the current transfers and the World Cup women results.
African 100-meter record holder Ferdinand Omanyala carried his fine form to the Hercules meeting in Monaco, the World Athletic Diamond League event on Friday night last week. He won in 9.92 seconds. Faith Kipyegon continued to plunder the most revered middle distance marks in the sport, setting her third world record in 50 days on Friday at the Hercules meeting in Monaco. The Olympic and world champion has marched across Europe in the last 7 weeks like a later day Casa. Rasmus Haaland wants Manchester United. It's very clear since day one of negotiations, and these final days of the week could be crucial. Manchester United is set for a new round of talks with Atlanta. Al Ahly are close to reach full agreement to appoint RB Salzburg Matthias Gisel as a new coach, deal moving to final stages. It could be done and sealed by the end of current week. Al Nassr are set to send first bid around 37 million euros to sign Sadio Mane. Al Nassr confident to agree with Bayern as they want to sell Mane. Talks are still ongoing on player side. First part of medical test completed for Calvin Bassey as new Fulham player, deal being finalized by the end of the week. Bayern board are set to meet Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy to discuss Harry Kane deal. Meeting scheduled on Friday as expected. Bayern are prepared to improve their bid after 80 million euros plus Hudson rejected 15 days ago. PSG keen only in case Bayern deal collapses. Understand Fulham have made verbal proposal for Callum Hudson-Odoi. It is around 4 million fee pounds. Chelsea want 80 million pounds fee. Negotiations are advanced. Fulham confident to get the deal done in the next days. Chelsea sent new bid to Brighton for Moises Caicedo worth 93 million euros. Brighton have immediately rejected the proposal as they want more than 80 million pounds to let Moises leave. Negotiations remain ongoing but still no agreement. On ongoing Women's World Cup, USA women went for a draw of 1-1 against Holland women. Portugal women won against Vietnam women 2-0 and Australia women were beaten 3-2 by Nigeria women. Jude Bellingham scores first goal for Spanish giant in pre-season victory in Houston, where Real Madrid scored 2-0 against Manchester United. Maiwa David, Kings TV.
That has been our Sports Arena with Maiwa David. For more information, follow us on Facebook at Kings TV and YouTube at Kings Fraternity. See you on the next bulletin. I am Carol Karemi.
And I am Johnson.